to my channel. I am so excited again to be here and recording another tutorial. I think I got a lot of good feedback from my first ever video, so I was like, you know what, why not give it another shot? So today I am going to be showing you guys how to get this look using all Kylie Cosmetics. So except obviously for face, because she doesn't really have any foundations or anything out like that yet, but I am going to use her Kyshadow, the Burgundy palette, and I'm going to be using her lippy. So I just can't wait for you guys to see this, and I hope that you like it. I know that this palette is very prevalent. I know that her cosmetics right now is just something that everybody's seeking, and you know, I just wanted to show you guys how you can use it. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Alright, and here we go, guys. So as you know, I like to prime my eyes using MAC's Paint Pot in soft ochre, and I do this with a Sigma brush. I'm going to list all the brushes and all the products down below, so don't worry if you don't get a snapshot of it, it will be in the description, okay? Next, we're going to go ahead and set that primer, and you know, today I chose to use Artemis as my setting eyeshadow, but I did mean to use Beaches and Cream, so it actually worked out. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this soft brown as my transition. Soft brown is from MAC, and it's one of my favorite shadows from MAC. I use it all the time. For years I've been using it. So this is a shadow that I definitely recommend, especially for beginners. It's a really good transition shadow. Next, we're going to go in with the Kylie Kyshadow Burgundy palette. And I'm going to use this lovely shadow called Beach, also as a transition shade. So I'm going to blend that in with soft brown from MAC. Now we're going to go in and I'm going to use Penny. Penny is such a beautiful color, and I'm going to use that with a MAC 217 brush and just go right underneath my crease. And go back and forth. I know it's kind of fast, so just, you know, kind of try and do a swiping motion. Now we're going to go in again with that MAC 217 brush with Brick. Brick is so beautiful. I'm in love with this palette, guys, just so you know. And I slowed it down just so you can see a little bit more how I like to apply my shadows with the MAC 217 brush. We're going to go back in and blend everything out. This is really important, as I always say. If you watched my last video, I said blending is everything. Girl, it's everything. So make sure that you blend. So I'm going to use just a fluffy brush from the Angel Merino collection again. And guys, I did see the numbers on them, so I'm going to list those down for you. Hopefully you can get either maybe a dupe, but I don't even think that they have them anymore. I'm sorry. Now we're going to go in with Urban Decay's primer, and this is Sin. This is such a good primer, and I think it's so underrated. Not a lot of people know about this, but it's great to help those shimmery shadows pop. We're also going to use Max Fix Plus to help those shadows pop as well. So it's just going to look awesome with these two things. We're going to spray that onto a flat brush, and then we're going to pack that color on. So I'm going to use LA. LA is such a nice color. Oh my god, I love this shadow. As you can see, I kind of use it more than the others already. We're just going to pack that on to our lid. And if you can see where I stopped the Sin Urban Decay primer, that's kind of where you're going to stop LA. You're not going to go too far up, okay? We're going to also blend that out. This is not a cut crease, guys. We are not cutting nobody right now. So then we're going to go back in with the MAC 217 brush and blend it out. Just add a little more shadow. We're just going to use a little bit more of Brick. And we're just going to blend that out as much as we can and just go in the crease, nothing above. We're going to then blend that out again with a fluffy, oh my goodness, I do this every time, a fluffy brush. And that's just going to help everything look good and connected. Now let's go in with Naked. And Naked is just going to give us a little highlight in that inner corner. So you're going to add that in with a small brush. This is from Sigma. I'm going to also list that down below. Now let's go ahead and do our liner. And I always use Maybelline. It's very inexpensive, guys, and it's a really good liner. So I'm going to list that down below also. We're just going to go ahead and use a nice thin angled brush. This brush came with the Kylie's, I got the holiday collection, so it came with the white eyeliner. It's a really good brush. I don't know if she sells it on its own. I'm going to check for you guys. If it does, if she does, then I'm going to try and put that link down below. So we're just going to go ahead and make that wing nice and sharp. And this is going to take some time, guys. It honestly does take way longer off camera, you know. So, I mean, I try to edit everything so that it just mixes, you know, and that it's actually easy to do. But, okay, I'm making no sense right now. But anyway, now we're going to go in the bottom and we're going to put our eyeliner on our waterline and then smudge it out a little bit with a small brush similar to the one we use for our inner corner. Now we just want to smoke out our bottom waterline. We're going to use brick and we're going to just smoke out that bottom waterline just a little, not too much. We want some dramatic, not too much. Alright, and now here's a little trick, guys. I want you to take a small pencil brush and you're just going to go back into that crease just to deepen it. And as you can see, it gives it it doesn't look like a cut crease because obviously this isn't a cut crease, but it gives it a little bit more of dimension, I guess you could say. It just gives it more depth. So just go back in with your liner brush too, because it is going to get over your liner. You want that liner to be nice and dark. Now this Q-tip is life, alright? We're going to use that to clean up all the fallout. This is important, guys. Q-tips is actually a really good makeup tool. If you didn't know, now you know. Get some Q-tips, and that makeup remover is also inexpensive. I'm going to list that for you. Now we're going to go ahead and apply some mascara. This I'm doing while my eyelashes is drying. I did apply the duo onto my lash, and I'm letting that dry while I add my mascara. It's kind of multitasking. After we add our mascara, we're going to go on and put that lash on. And this is where you really kind of have to try and look. I'm sorry, I tried to stay in the frame, but it's really difficult, guys, to try and put lashes on while looking in the camera and in the mirror. I promise I'm going to get better at this. But it's good to use a tweezer, and then you're just going to pinch it with your real lashes and just kind of mix them and blend them together. You want to just make it look as real as possible. And then you can use your finger or the back of the tweezer just to press it down. Now here you're going to see me just fix that line because these are used lashes. I've used them before. And sometimes they will look a little down, and you want to make them look nice and fresh. So you're just going to go over with that liner and make it look nice. Now we're going to do our face. So this is actually always my favorite part. As you guys can see, I have like a lot of rosacea. I'm very, very pink. I didn't color correct. I'm going to save that for another video. But right now, I'm going to show you guys how I do my foundation routine. So I like to prime my face. I didn't show that here. I will list down below a primer. So I'm going to use the Estes Lauder Double Wear Foundation. And boy, do I love this foundation. This is actually the first time that I've used this foundation. And it's kind of like a review video. I wore it all day and it did not move. It was amazing. So we're just going to use that with a beauty blender, pat it all over, get a little bit of your neck, girl, you want to blend, and get your ears. You're going to see me just pat on my ears in a few. And you're just going to go all over it, everywhere. You want to get your forehead, your eye, not your eyes, obviously. I'm so bad at this. Oh, man. Now we're going to go in and conceal. So we're going to use the Tarte something crease. I can never say it, guys. I can never say it. I'm going to write it for you. And we're just going to go ahead and do an upside down triangle, kind of, sort of. And we're going to just fill that in. And yeah. And now we're just going to use a beauty blender again, just to make it all match. once we're done with that beauty blender, we're going to set it. Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead with the Mercier translucent setting powder. I love this setting powder. I really do. We're just going to have a quick little dance party. Yeah, don't mind me. Sorry, I don't know what's going on here. We're going to use a beauty blender and just has to be damp. Make sure it's damp. You're going to dab your face with it. Just dab, dab, dab. And right here is when I noticed that I made a little bit of a mistake. Oh, man. No worries. It comes off. No problem. Now we're going to go ahead and bronze our face a little bit with the Hoola Benefit bronzer, which I love. We're going to flick the hair. Flick the hair. That's not a requirement, but I like to flick the hair. I'm having way too much fun with this video. And now we're just going to blend that bronzer out. I like to use the brush that it comes with just because it gives it kind of like a good line. And I don't really have a good contouring brush, I guess. I'm not really contouring, guys. I'm just bronzing. So this brush will allow me just to buff it out. Buff, not bluff. Yeah, I just realized what I said. Buff. Oh my god. Alright, and now we're just going to go ahead and set more of our makeup. This also gives us nice lines and clean bronzing and everything and all that stuff. I'm really bad at this, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get better, I swear. Now we're just going to brush it all off, brush it all off. Make sure you get it all off because you don't want to look like you just powdered your face and left it like that. It's not a good look. And we're going to go ahead and use our blush. This is from MAC and it's Darn it, I forgot the name. I'm going to write it for you. But it is a really good blush. I really like it a lot. It gives you like a nice orangey, bronzy tone. Like it's not too pink. I really like it, guys. I don't even know if they have this one anymore either. Ooh. Here we go. That went in my nose. Yeah, that wasn't good. Now we're going to go ahead and after we spray our face with the Urban Decay setting all-nighter spray, we're going to use our Artist Couture Coco Bling highlight. And ooh, that highlight is so nice. Guys, I don't know if you know, but if you spray your face with the all-nighter spray and then use your highlight, it helps a whole lot. Lastly, we're going to go ahead and use the Kylie Ginger liquid lipstick. I really love this lipstick. It's really nice. I think that it's the perfect fall color, even though we're in winter right now. This was definitely not recorded in winter. But it's a really, really nice color. And then I like to just make it a little bit lighter because for me, I like to have that center just a little bit lighter than the actual color of the lipstick that I'm wearing. And as you can see here, my lipstick fell. Funny story about that, it actually fell in my toilet. And a girl was not going in to get that. So, use a Q-tip and just dab it, and that also helps. So that's another nice little trick. And by the way, the name of this lipstick is Nude by Gerard Cosmetics. Alright guys, so that is it. That's the end. This is the look. I really hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial. As you can see, I'm still a little nervous. It's peeking through, I guess you could say. I'm starting to be myself a little bit, but it is hard. So just bear with me. But you guys are helping me so much with that because As you can see from my first video, I was like really nervous, like, yo, I can tell you're nervous, just be yourself. And trust me, I'm getting there. But thank you so much for all the love and support. I hope that you guys loved it. And if you're new, hi and welcome. I hope that you stay. I hope that you like it. I really do appreciate all the love and support. And I know I said that in my last video, but I'm going to keep saying it because the whole reason I'm doing this is because so many people have believed in me and told me to do this, told me to do this tutorial thing on YouTube where I was like, oh my god, sit in front of a camera and what? Tell people what? Show people, you know, the real me. It's a little hard. So thank you so much. I can't wait to grow with you guys. Until later, mwah.